Welcome back to Elkhorn SmokeHouse. Today we're going to make some pepper sticks. We've already got the meat in the 20-pound vertical stuffer, and we're going to show you how to thread the casings on and how to fill the casings. For these we use a collagen casing that's edible. It's unlike the summer sausage casings that you can't eat. These are a very paper thin one. You do not soak these, otherwise they get too tough to handle and you can't thread them on the tube. So we have a special 1/4 inch tube here, and we just dole this out. Alright, with some gentle pressure, fill those out. Today I'm just going to do this as one long string. Sometimes I'll put them on with the tray underneath them and just do one tray at a time, or one length of a tray at a time, and then cut it and then fill the next one. I'm just going to cut these afterwards today. In, and we'll power it up. Just a little bit of meat in the stuffing tube. Get a little bit more of it out. You do have a little bit of waste with the pepper sticks. There's no way to get all of it out. It's really not that much waste. So now I'll throw this on the cutting board with the racks, and we'll cut them to length for the smoker. I brought the racks in. I'm going to cut them just a little bit short of the width of the rack so we don't have the sausage up against the edge of the smoker. Normally I would smoke these for the first 45 minutes without any chips. You don't want to try to smoke wet meat. The smoke does not stick to the wet meat. So you want to go through a period of drying them out first. And then you add the smoke to them later. Typically it takes about 4 hours for a batch of pepper sticks. These will take a little bit longer because they're thick. I'll probably put these in for an hour and 15. And then I rotate the racks. I turn them 180 degrees and I move them to the top, from the top of the smoker to the bottom of the smoker through 4 transfers or 4 turns, and then we pull them out. They'll be done at about 152 degrees for a nice juicy pepper stick. This is the one sausage that I make that I don't follow the 8 pounds of venison to 2 pounds of pork. These are only 1 pound of pork for 9 pounds of venison. Gives you a little less slimy sausage, a lot less greasy. Okay, we'll load these racks up and meet you out at the smoker. Rainy northwest Montana winter day. Smoker's all warmed up. Slide the racks in. I only ended up with 3 racks on this. Start them at the bottom, or at the top, go to the bottom. We'll leave the top rack open. Make sure they've got lots of breathing room. Like I said earlier, we're leaving the smoke out of it for this first hour or so. I'm going to leave the damper open so we get maximum moisture evaporation outside of the smoker. And then we'll add some chips. I'll put them in the house right now and go soak them. 1 hour and 15 minutes. And put the wood chips in that I've been soaking. And then we'll switch these around. A bit hot. Differences in the heat between the front and the back on these. Ones on the bottom rack were a lot more cooked than the ones in the middle, and the ones on the top weren't cooked very much at all. And that's why we move them from top to bottom. Even that out over the cooking process. we go. We're at the finishing stage now. I'll check each one of these individually. One got a little warm. Usually the back of the smoker at the bottom has the hottest ones. And they usually cool off from there. Those are definitely done. They're a little overdone. Kind of hard to judge on these where you want to be. You want to make sure you check all of these. Make sure you're not going to end up biting into a raw sausage. There's nothing fun about that. And we'll check every one of these, and then we'll pull them in and let them bloom. Just let them hang out in the kitchen and let the flavors blend together. We're gonna cut into this, and even though the temperature was a little bit warm, you can see how there's still a fair amount of moisture in there. And the real test to all of this is the kids. Morgan's a picky eater, so we'll see how she. There you have it, folks. So that's how you make pepper sticks. Hopefully you'll try our seasoning mixes, and happy smoking.